And so, the following evening, I brought Jim home to dinner. I'd known Jim slightly in school. In high school, Jim was a hero. He had tremendous Irish good nature and vitality with the scrubbed and polished look of white chinaware. He seemed to move in a continual spotlight. He was a star in basketball, captain of the debating club, president of the senior class and the glee club, and he sang the male lead in the annual light operas. He was always running or bounding, never just walking. He seemed always at the point of defeating the law of gravity. He was shooting with such velocity through his adolescence that you would logically expect him to arrive at nothing short of the Whitehouse by the time he was 30. But Jim apparently ran into more interference after his graduation from Solden. His speed had definitely slowed. 6 years after he left high school, he was holding a job that wasn't much better than mine. He was the only one at the warehouse with whom I was on friendly terms. I was valuable to him, as someone who could remember his former glory. We'd seen him win basketball games, the Silver Cup in debating. He knew of my secret practice of retiring to a cabinet in the washroom to work on poems when business was slack in the warehouse. He called me Shakespeare. And while the other boys in the warehouse regarded me with suspicious hostility, Jim took a humorous attitude toward me. Gradually, his attitude affected the others. Their hostility wore off, and they also began to smile at me, as people smile at an oddly fashioned dog who trots across their path at some distance. I knew that Jim and Laura had known each other at Solden, and I heard Laura speak admiringly of his voice. I didn't know if Jim remembered her or not. In high school, Laura had been as unobtrusive as Jim had been astonishing. If he did remember Laura, it was not as my sister. For when I asked him to dinner, he grinned and said, "You know, Shakespeare, I never thought of you as having folks." He was about to discover that I did.
Oh, Nora, you're trembling.
Oh, Mother, you made me so nervous.
How have I made you nervous?
All this fuss, you make it seem so important.
I don't understand you. You're not satisfied to sit around at home, but when I make arrangements for you, well, you seem to resist them. Now, take a look at yourself. Oh, wait, I have an idea.
What is it now? Mother, what are you doing?
It's called gay deceiving.
I won't wear it.
Oh, you will?
Why should I?
Well, to be perfectly honest, you're as pale as it goes.
You make it seem like we were setting a trap.
All pretty girls are a trap. A pretty trap. And men expect them to be. There, now look at yourself. This is the prettiest you'll ever be. Oh, I need to go fix myself now. You're going to be surprised by your mother's appearance. Not dark enough yet. Wait till you see your mother. I'm going to make a spectacular appearance.
What is it, Mother?
Possess your soul with patience, and you will see. There's something I've resurrected from that old trouble. Styles haven't changed so much after all. Just look at your mother. This is the dress in which I led the cotillion. Won the cakewalk prize at Sunset Hill. Wore to the governor's ball in Jackson. See how I sashayed around the ballroom, Laura? This is the dress I wore on Sundays to entertain my gentlemen callers. I had this dress on the day I met your father. I had malaria fever all that spring. The move from East Tennessee to the Delta, it weakened resistance. I had a little temperature all the time. Oh, nothing serious, just enough to make me giddy and kind of crazy. Father said, stay in bed. And I was like, no, invitations just poured in, parties all over the Delta. And my mother's like, honey, you have a fever, stay in bed. I'm like, oh, no. I just kept going. I took quinine and kept on going and going. Dances, evenings, afternoons, long rides, picnics, lovely, so lovely that country in May. All lacy with dogwood, literally flooded in jonquils. That was the spring I had a craze for jonquils. Jonquils became an absolute obsession. Mother said, honey, we no more room for jonquils, but I just kept on bringing them in. Wherever, whenever I saw them, I'd say, stop, I see jonquils. Well, it was a joke, a man and her jonquils. I had the young men help me collect the jonquils. Finally, every vase was filled with jonquils. Every space was full of jonquils. Not enough vases to hold them? Fine. I'll hold them myself. And then I met your father. Malaria fever and jonquils, and then this boy. Oh, I do hope they get here soon before it starts to rain. I gave your brother some extra change so he and Mr. O'Connor could take the service car home.
What did you say his name was?
O'Connor.
What is his first name?
I don't remember. Oh, yes I do. It was Jim.
Not Jim.
Yes, Jim. I never met a Jim. Was it nice?
Are you sure his name is Jim O'Connor?
Yes, I'm sure. Why?
Is he the one Tom used to know in high school?
I don't think so. I think you just got to know him down at the warehouse.
There was a Jim O'Connor we both knew in high school. Oh, if he is the one coming to dinner, you'll have to excuse me. I won't come to the table.
Well, what sort of nonsense is this?
You asked me once if I'd ever liked a boy. I showed you this boy's picture, remember?
The boy in the yearbook?
Yes, that boy.
Laura, were you in love with that boy?
I don't know, Mother. All I know is him. I just can't come to the table.
Oh, it's not the least bit likely to be him. Even if it is, you will not be excused from the
have
table.
To be.
I just can't put up with your nonsense. I've had enough from you and your brother both. So you just sit there and compose yourself. You'll have to let them in because Thomas forgot his key. So when they arrive, you'll have to let them in.
Oh, Mother, you answered the door.
I can't. I'm busy.
Oh, please answer the door. Don't make me do it.
I have to make the salmon roll dressing. All this fuss and silliness over gentlemen calls. Oh, Laura, the door.
Looks like we beat the rain.
Oh, Laura, that's your brother, Mr. O'Connor. Will you let him in, darling?
Oh, Mother, you go to the door. Please.
What is wrong with you, you silly thing?
Please, you go.
Why have you chosen this moment to lose your mind?
Please.
I can't.
I can't either.
Why?
Because I'm sick.
I'm sick, too. Of your nonsense. Why can't you and your brother be normal people, fantastic whims and behavior? Just a second, coming. Laura, could you answer that door right now? Laura, we can march to that door.
Yes, Mother.
Laura, this is Jim. Jim, this is my sister Laura.
Oh, I didn't know Shakespeare had a sister.
How do you do?
Okay. Your hand's cold, Laura.
Yes, well, I've been playing Victrola.
Playing classical music all night, no doubt. You gotta play a little hot swing music to warm yourself up.
Excuse me, I haven't finished playing Victrola.
What's the matter with her?
Oh, with Laura? Laura's terribly shy.
Shy, huh? Usual to be a shy girl nowadays. I don't believe you've mentioned you had a sister.
Well, now you know I have one. Here's the bus dispatch. You want a piece?
Sure.
Which section? The comics?
Sports. Old Dizzy Dean's up to his bad behavior.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Going on to terrace.
You know what, Shakespeare? I'm going to try to sell you a bill of goods.
What goods?
Of course I'm saying.
Huh?
In public speaking, you and me, we're not the warehouse type.
Thanks. That's good news. What does public speaking got to do with this?
It fits you for executive positions. I'll tell you something, I don't want for me.
In what respect?
In every. Ask yourself, what's the difference between you and me and those guys in the office down front? Brains? No. Ability? No. Then what? Just one little thing.
What is that one little thing?
Primarily, it amounts to social poise. Being able to square up people and hold your own on any social level.
Tom,
Yes, Mother.
is that you and Mr. O'Connor?
Yes, Mother.
Oh, will you just make yourselves comfortable in there?
Yes, Mother.
Ask Mr. O'Connor if he'd like to wash his hands.
Oh, no thank you, ma'am. I took care of that before I left the warehouse. Tom,
Yeah?
Mr. Mendoza was speaking to me about you today.
Favorably?
What do you think?
Well,
You're going to be out of a job if you don't wake up.
I am waking up.
Show no signs.
The signs are interior. I'm planning to change. I'm right at the point of committing myself to a future that doesn't include Mr. Mendoza in the warehouse, or even a nice little course of public speaking.
What are you gassing about?
I'm tired of the movies.
Movies?
Yeah, movies. Look at them. All those glamorous people, having adventures, hogging it all, gobbling the whole thing up. You know what happens? People go to the movies instead of moving. Hollywood characters are supposed to have all the adventures for everybody in America. Where everybody in America sits in the dark room and watches them have them. Yes, until there's a war. That's when adventure becomes available to the masses. Everyone's dish, not only Gable's. Then the people in the dark room come out of the dark room to have some adventure themselves. It's our turn now. Go to the South Sea Island, make a safari, be exotic, far off. But I'm not patient. I don't want to wait till then. I'm tired of the movies. I'm about to move.
Move?
Yeah,
When?
soon.
Where?
It's starting to boil inside. I know I seem dreamy, but inside, well, I'm boiling. Whenever I pick up a shoe, I shudder a little, thinking how short life is and what I'm doing. Whatever that means, I know it doesn't mean shoes. Except it's something to wear on a traveler's suite. Look,
What?
I'm a member.
The Union of Merchant Seamen.
Paid my dues this month instead of the light bill.
You're going to regret it when they cut out the lights.
I won't be here.
What about your mother?
I'm like my father, the bastard son of a bastard. Did you notice how he's grinning in his picture in there? He's been absent going on 16 years.
You're just talking your drip. How does your mother feel about it?
Shh! Here comes Mother. Mother's not acquainted with my plan.
Where are you?
On the terrace, Mother.
Well, Mr. O'Connor, introductions entirely unnecessary. My boy has told me so much about you. I finally said, gracious, Tom, why don't you bring this paragon home to supper? I'd like to meet this nice young man from the warehouse instead of hearing him sing your praises all the time. I don't know why he's so standoffish. That's not Southern behavior. Shall we sit down?
Sure.
Oh, Tom, you think you could open the door? I felt a fresh breeze a moment ago. Oh, it's so warm already. Where has that breeze gone to? Not even summer yet. Oh, we're really gonna burn up when summer gets started. However, I've planned us some light supper. I think light things are better for this time of year. Light food and light clothes. That's what the season calls for. Why, in the wintertime, our blood gets so thick, it takes us a while to adjust ourselves to the season change. It came so sudden, I wasn't prepared. Heavens! Summer already? I ran to the trunk and pulled out this old light dress. It's terribly old, historical almost. Well, it feels so cool.
Mother!
Oh, yes, honey.
How about supper?
Oh, supper. Oh, sister's fully in charge of supper. Go ask sister. Tell her you hungry boys are waiting for it. Have you met Laura?
Oh yeah, she.
Oh,